The veteran Brandon McManus ready to kick this one off. And off we go here in Baltimore. Now an opening past the 30. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. The Ravens offense taking the field for the first time, led by their quarterback, league MVP in 2019 and 2023, Lamar Jackson.
We had a couple of his games early in his career, and of course, all the way to his days back in college, his athleticism jumps off the screen. But Mike, these last couple years, his development as a true passer, his ability to operate from the pocket, that's what's really taken his game to this MVP level. And tell you what, we didn't think there was a lot more things that he could do on a football field, and it seems like every year he's proven otherwise.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Bateman is the motion man. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up.
And he will get into the end zone. Zay Flowers. Touchdown, Ravens. Now Justin Tucker for the point after. Oh, and now look at this. It's a fake. And he's not going to get there. Very, very curious call. You could have just lined up for two and gone for it. Instead, they try this and come up empty. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. This returnable with Reed. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Now the return man is a bit slow getting up after that kick. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. From the 25, they'll go to work. First and 10.
Set, ready. Ready.
Love out quickly to Dobbs. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
Ready,
here's 2nd and 3 to go.
Let's go now. Cut, cut.
Off the play fake. Here's Love. This one up top for Dobbs. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose. Trying to connect with Romeo Dobbs that time. And third down coming up.
Here we go. Set, ready.
The man in motion is Watson.
Set, cut.
On play action, Love. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. The big man, Nnamdi Madubuike, there for the sack. On fourth down, the Packers turn it over to Daniel Whelan to punt. This fielded inside the 35. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Ravens offense ready to possess the football for the second time. They had the touchdown of the opening drive, couldn't tack on the two-point conversion, however. So 6-0 is our score. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Keyshawn Nixon.
You know, Mike, anytime a team can go nickel or dime and come off the field with an interception, I just am constantly reminded of the importance of defensive back depth when you're building an NFL roster. I mean, think back. This is not the old NFL base 3-4, base 4-3. Offenses are going to roll out 2, 3, 4 high-level wide receivers at you in this pass-first modern era. If you can't roll out 5 DBs and all of them hold their own and be trusted to hold up, you are going to struggle defending these pass-first modern offenses.
Love quickly out to Watson. They get 18 on that one. First down, Packers.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. Love it here. He just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, but that's it. Third down and 9. Dobbs headed in motion. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack. Brandon McManus and the field goal unit come on. This is going to be from 53 yards out. McManus's kick is good. And the Packers are on the board. They cut the lead to 6-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
The Ravens offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. That is left side and caught by Flowers. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down. On play action, here's Jackson. Going up top and looking for Flowers. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, Alf, it's hot. It's hot.
From the gun, Jackson. That's complete to the veteran, Nelson Aguilar. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. And he's going to go backwards, taken down at the 6.
The reason teams love calling the quarterback's number on design quarterback runs, Mike, is because in the blocking scheme, you gain one additional blocker. It didn't matter here. The deep.
That one taken in. Rashad Bateman. Touchdown, Baltimore. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
Tucker's extra point, up and good. And the Ravens move out in front, 13-3. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. This returnable with Reed. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Packers offense headed back to take over once more. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. And they'll bring him down around the 27-yard line. Michael Pierce there to meet him. Second and 7.
Let's go.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. The catch is made. This is Tucker Crack. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
And this is where the quarterback's improv skills really kind of come into play. The ability to play off-platform, throw from different arm angles. It's something that we're seeing a lot play out across the league. And yes, you have to throw from a spot in the middle of the pocket. But if you can only do that, it's hard to play quarterback in today's NFL.
One quarter in the books. They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Hut.
A run up the middle with Jacobs. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
Encroachment, defense. Still 1st down.
So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5.
Come on, set. Set, hut.
They'll run it straight ahead with Jacobs. And this time they are... thrown for a loss. And it's 2nd down.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
From the gun, it's Love. Oh, that's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range. Here's their punter now. The punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The home team's offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a 2nd defender at him, maybe. Look at what he's done. Whatever the defense has tried the first half, it hasn't worked. First and 10.
There's it on.
They'll motion over Flowers.
Shot.
To throw is Jackson. Looking into the middle, there's Flowers. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Ready. Shot.
Now, Jackson. Now, deep ball for Bateman. That is hot. And he will go all the way. Rashad Bateman. Touchdown, Ravens. His 2nd catch of the game. And both have gone for touchdowns. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this. After the touchdown was scored. Here's Nixon on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Packers offense ready to get back at it. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings up. Play, he's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
97. Ready.
On 2nd down, Love. To the left side in the hands of Watson. And out of bounds he goes, just shy of midfield. A gain of 21 on that pass play. 1st down, Packers.
Ready. Ready, go.
The man in motion is Watson.
Cut, cut.
They'll run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
I just don't love the look of this offense so far in this game, Mike. I mean, this first half, they've been flat, they've been lethargic. There hasn't been a lot of urgency, and we saw it again on this last play. Simple handoff, no gain, same story. Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. The home team's offense and their big play wide out getting set for their next possession. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Jackson looking to throw. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down. Back to throw, Jackson. He'll look for Flowers downfield. That one incomplete. They can't hook up there, and that incompletion takes us to the 2-minute warning. On 3rd down, here's a run by Henry. The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it with Henry. And he's going to have the Ravens, and he's going to have the Chargers.
I know it's 4th and short, Mike, but at this distance, you actually have to clear a lane out. You can't just fall forward or push the pile. So that conversion, it's as much of a credit to the blocking as it is to the running back seeing the hole and hitting it.
And he's going to be marked down, bringing it all the way to the 25-yard line.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given, but it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else, and I think both of those things were on display there, as he did not only a great job of finding the vulnerabilities of the back end, but then once his guy was there, it was that arm talent that put the ball in the exact right spot to allow his guy to make the big play.
Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. Jackson now. A dive and a catch. Incredible.
Let's add that to the list of great throws we've seen out of this quarterback here in the first half. We thought he might be in line to have a good game, especially against this style of defense, but let's be honest, Mike, he's been more than just good. He's been sensational.
To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
You have to come down with those opportunities. You're not going to get your hands on the ball very often as a defensive player. And when you do, let alone in the end zone, those are plays you just have to make. You can feel them starting to press a little bit, especially with this passing game. They find themselves so close to the end zone, they got to get it over the goal line. You got to be a little bit more accurate. You got to be a little bit smarter with the ball. And right now, the timing, the spacing, it's just not matching up. They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future. They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
The Packers offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Throwing is Love. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Here's Love to throw. He'll tuck it and take off. That's a timeout for Green Bay. It'll be their second. They'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Let's go. Ready?
From the gun on third down, it's Love. The pressure gets there. He'll go down. There's a penalty flag down as well. This could very well be a hold.
Ready up.
Work to do following the sack. It is third and long.
Ready. Hut, hut.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they're going to play it safe with a run. Well, this play, like this drive, going backwards. A loss there on third down. A very quick 3-and-out.
This is a spot you just love to be in as a defensive player. I mean, you've got him backed up so far, you're not really fearing any play call, let alone a run. Sit a couple of guys back, keep the ball from being thrown over your head. Everybody else track the ball, comes up well short.
That's taken in at the 50. Oh, but he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. So we reach halftime in what has been, to this point, a one-sided game. As we'll get you down to, and hold that thought, let's get right back to it. We are ready for the third quarter.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. The visitors' offense ready to get back to work. And operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready.
Love to throw. He finds Jaden Reed for the grab. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Come on, set. Ready.
They
Ready.
put Watson in motion.
Ready.
On 1st down, it's Love. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too.
And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
And the success of this play, Mike, all comes down to the timing of the defender. You get there a little bit too early, you risk pass interference. You get there a little too late, it's a big pass completion. Timing your hand and playing through the ball is something they work on with these defenders all the time, and next time they throw the ball downfield, I wouldn't be surprised if they target somebody else.
Oh, looked like he may have hit a seam for a moment, but he's taken down after a solid return. In motion comes Andrews. Off the play fake, Jackson. And that is incomplete. Rashad Bateman, the intended target, and it'll be 2nd down. Now it's Jackson. This one, downfield, looking for Henry. Inside the 20. And he's going to take this one all the way. 70 yards. Touchdown, Baltimore. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Point after now from Tucker. Now it's a fake. They'll flip it to the kicker. This is caught, and he's not going to get there. Very, very curious call. You could have just lined up for two and gone for it. Instead, they try this. Come up empty.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. This returnable with Reed. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The visitors' offense ready to take over possession of the football. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10.
Okay, ready? Here we go, set. Cut, go.
The man in motion is Watson. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
A 2nd down throw for Love. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So anytime you're really sensing pass, Mike, the first thing you want to do, flood the field with defensive backs. Good things typically happen. I mean, that's a great call there by the defensive coordinator to counter that play, because no matter where that ball was going, they had someone in the neighborhood who had a shot of making the play and getting them off the field.
And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Bateman is the motion man. 2nd down, Jackson. And that ball incomplete.
How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well, not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays, and frankly, with the way today's gone, I don't blame them. So after their defense gives them a gift on their last drive and gets them the ball back and on the field, they nearly return the favor following that dangerous throw of their own, and at this point, they're lucky to walk away with just an incompletion.
Now Jackson on 4th down. Flowers with the catch. And he's going to have a Ravens first down. They'll have it by a lot. It turns out to be a big gainer on fourth down.
Another great throw, and that's been the story as you check out these numbers. I mean, he has done everything this team has asked of him and more.
And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
It's not.
On the option, they give it to Henry. And he's in! Derrick Henry, touchdown Baltimore. He had the touchdown. This time he takes it in on the ground.
When you start talking... of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike. We all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part...
And now it's a flip back to the kicker. It's a fake. And he is not going to get in. Stop on the try for 2. The lead remains right where it is.
I just can't wrap my head around that decision, Mike. I mean, think about it this way. If you want to go for 2, by bringing your extra point unit on, you have to snap the ball from the 15. If you keep your offense on the field to go for 2, you get to snap the ball from the 2-yard line.
This returnable with Reed. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to come back out for this next possession. Will try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. And he'll get about 5 past. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Set hut. Opposite. Green. Check ping.
On play action, Love. This one up top for Dobbs. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down.
Down.
Now Love. He'll try to run for it.
Really nice job here, not only avoiding the rush on 3rd down, but quickly finding that crease, get downfield, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38.
Ready.
From the gun, here comes Jacobs. He'll work forward to the 40-yard line. Kyle Hamilton, the former Notre Dame star, able to make the play. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Ready. Hut.
It's the tight end Kraft in motion. Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play. 3rd and long.
Here we go. Set.
Now Love. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down. He'll return it from the 11. And a nice return there. The offense not going to be backed up as much as they could have. Drive's going to start from beyond the 20. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. And as we look back at some of the highlights of this one, Greg, definitely a lot to show from the passing game.
Yeah, and as good as the offense feels about their passing game, I think if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you've got a lot of learning to do because you just get burned time and time again. You'd think at some point you'd make an adjustment and make a correction. So at this point, they've given up 4 touchdown passes. You're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL giving up that production in one phase of the game.
2 straight hookups. This one good for 10 yards.
All right, Mike, now it's getting to the point where it's almost becoming borderline disrespectful. I mean, despite having this big lead here in the second half, they continue to take shots downfield. They are not content with just running this clock out and shaking hands and going off for the win. Truth be told,
they'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll run out of the gun with Henry. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. It's the tight end Likely in motion. On 3rd down, Jackson. Down to the 10. And he's into the end zone. Jay Flowers. Touchdown, Ravens. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. They continue to add points. Greg, very interesting here. They are just rolling up the score even though we're in the 4th. Now, how about this? It's a fake. This will be incomplete. Not sure what they could have seen that makes this a good call. Going for it with a fake on an extra point, and they get nothing out of it. This returnable with Reed. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to get back at it. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down.
Ready. Come on, set.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete.
timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Ready. Ready.
Throwing on 2nd down, Love. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
He's got a man. It's Dobbs. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line.
These wide, outside the number throws, this is where a quarterback really gets to show off his arm strength and arm talent. This puts a ton of pressure on the defense because now they say, all right, we have to defend every single blade of grass.
He keeps it himself.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Ready, set.
Here's 2nd and 6.
Ready. Ready. Ready.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs.
Let's go.
With good blocking leading the way, he's got the 1st down inside the 25.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
Set.
Love to throw on 1st and 10. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. Kyle Hamilton, the versatile defender, with the good coverage there.
I can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the 4th quarter.
On 2nd and 10, it's Love. They'll try to set up the screen here. He's taken down just shy of the 10.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot They start to come alive. I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing, and another loss of yards.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. From the gun, it's Love. Oh, a loose football. And the defense has it. The defense comes up with a play in the red zone. Those active hands get to the quarterback, knock it out, and they come up with the recovery.
Mike, we see...
And remember now, all turnover. So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. To throw is Love. He fumbled the football, and it's recovered by one of his teammates. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports. After this, Brandon McManus and the field goal unit come on. This from an even 50 yards out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Packers are able to put up 3 and cut into the lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Hardy now with the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens headed back out again. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. And they'll stretch him out to the sideline, but he'll be taken down for a loss.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. And that's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
They'll go again here with Henry. And they'll stop him. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yardage, but they didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be third down. From the gun, Jackson going up top and looking for Flowers. Eric Stokes, the man there defensively to break that one up. The offense staying out there for this fourth down. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. And he's got it to Flowers for the connection.
Well, Mike, sometimes we try to make NFL football a lot harder than it is. When you have a reliable target like this, and he just continues to get open and you realize the defense simply can't cover him, there's no reason to look anywhere else. Not only has he put together a tremendous game statistically, but he's just been flat-out dominant.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. They'll try again here. Second and 10. They're going to go right back to Henry. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Playing close quickly. And here comes third down. Bateman is the motion. On play action, here's Jackson. This one is complete inbounds, but not a whole lot out of it. He just gets back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more. The offense not coming off the field, and here's fourth down. They'll try and run for it. And this is not going to be enough. He is short of the marker, and they have turned it over on downs. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Ready, ready, ready.
Here we go. One final play. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end. So it's a win here for the Ravens. They take care of business here at home.